Hello Aquarius, welcome to your October reading, special Halloween edition. Thanks for joining me. My name is Michelle and this is for Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Let's get started with your oracles. Aquarius, you've got the Skull of Light. It speaks of illumination. Time to open yourself to the clarity of bright sunshine, allowing yourself to be seen, to see and to act upon what is shown to you. So not hiding, Aquarius, not pretending, not swallowing your discomfort by accepting things as they are when it really doesn't suit us. So something has come to light here for you, Aquarius, and the overall energy around it is one of fragmentation. So in this case, I feel there's some anger around this, but it may be anger directed inward rather than outward, something that you feel angry, I'm getting it as anger towards yourself, perhaps about a past issue, but whatever it is, you've recently come to some kind of epiphany, a moment where you now see things quite differently. Things have been brought to light. The only trouble that I see here for you, Aquarius, is the other person has the card of Aradia. And Aradia is defense. She's the archetypal defender of Roman origin. Aradia was the daughter of Diana and Apollo, and she was known as the goddess of witches because she was sent to teach people, especially the poor and oppressed, how to defend themselves against oppression, exploitation, and ridicule. So there's an energy around this of someone having endured harsh criticism, judgment, unfair comments. So their natural state is one of defense. It's because they've been through a lot, and they're, unfortunately, I get possibly being the target of some unfair treatment. So you're running up against someone here who I feel has this hard outer shell, Aquarius. Of course, this could be you as well. If you're cross-watching, this might be vice versa. So defense has become the immediate response mechanism, unfortunately, around either you, Aquarius, or this other person. Now, let's take a look at the reading. We'll see how this goes. I'm using the Thoth Tarot for you, special for Halloween. For the other person, I'm going to be using the Vampire Tarot. So let's get started. I've already meditated on your energy. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles, or the Ace of Discs. We'll start with past energy for you, Aquarius, where you currently stand with this, where you hope to stand with this in the future, how you're viewing the other person, your doubts and fears, the challenge for you, and one card for the outcome. And let's take a look at the other person. At the bottom of the deck there we have Judgment. So again, there's an element around this of having been judged unfairly. We'll start with their past energy, where they currently stand, where they hope to stand with this in the future, Aquarius, how they're viewing you, their doubts and fears, challenge for this person, and we'll have a look at the outcome as well. And remember, either side can resonate, so please keep that in mind. Whatever side resonates the most with you, Aquarius, that's your message. Okay, let's get started here. We'll start with the past. For you, we've got the Moon card. Okay, so when we speak about this Skull of Light and the illumination coming through, it's cutting through the clouds of a lot of confusion in the past, not really seeing clearly what was going on in your life in general, I feel. Not just with this person, but I feel that it was a very dark time, but you're wanting to come out of that now. It's like you have been through some difficulties, Aquarius, some struggles where things were uncertain. There were a lot of things that happened here, Aquarius, where you had to really look deeper within yourself. Now, this is difficult because it sheds a light on some things that we don't like about ourselves, that we'd rather ignore or pretend pretender aren't there. So I feel you've been going through that dark night of the soul kind of energy. But I do feel that you're coming out the other side of that. Things are becoming clearer to you because you've gone to that more shadowy side of yourself. And you have looked in the mirror. And really, I do feel, faced some fears. You know, sometimes we go into relationships and we don't know it at the time, but they're there for a reason. And I get this element around you, Aquarius, of having gone through a relationship here that is supposed to put you on this pathway of light, take you out of a darker time where you're on the wrong track, putting you back like a course correction on the right path. And I feel that you may have met someone who was somewhat like you, Aquarius, and as a result of kind of meeting yourself, really, it forced you to look further within and kind of conquer some things that perhaps were not so great about your relationships, how you dealt with people in general. But we'll see where that goes. Now, for the other person, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So I do feel that this person is steadily working on not only themselves but their career. They're making progress. It's slow progress, but I do feel that they have been going step by step, one day at a time, building stronger foundation for themselves. They're getting to a point, though, where they're needing to stop and look back at how far they've come, Aquarius, take stock, and think about where it is they want to go next, what it is they want to do next. But they're making a lot of progress, and it's steady progress. Now, for where you currently stand, we have the Star. That's beautiful. That's that light at the end of the tunnel, you know, coming through that darker phase and having a lot of optimism about where you're going next, reaching for the stars. Now, no longer holding yourself back, no longer being complacent, or no longer just staying put in a place or in a situation in which you don't feel good. You know, I get this fragmentation, feeling like something's missing, feeling torn apart, feeling not whole. So you want to get to a place where you feel whole, where you feel completely yourself, where you can be yourself, where you're around people that you feel comfortable with, who you can be yourself with, and you're not kind of, I get for some of you Aquarians, compartmentalization, and almost like you're not revealing your true self to people that are currently around you. And that could be a difficult thing to do, a difficult thing to keep up. Let's see. The other person has the Nine of Cups. So good energy around them. I do feel that they have a lot of goals that they want to attain. So they've recently come through this period where they're assessing their life, how far they've come. And now they're starting to think about, well, what do I want to do next? And they have a goal, they have a wish. This may be something that they want to bring more contentment into their life, more happiness. Let's see where you hope to go with this in the future. Okay, we've got the Knight of Wands. But I get a lot of frustration here around not being able to make this move. I feel like there's something or someone that you want to come together with here, Aquarius, but you're not able to do that, though. You have your hopes set on it because you've recently come to this epiphany, like you're not where you should be or you're not where you belong. But now there is a problem with actually taking the action. What's holding you back here, Aquarius? Is it fear? Is it doubt? Is it the fact that you're already in a situation that you're going to find it difficult to get out of? Let's take a look. The other person, they have the Four of Cups. Okay, so there's that defense energy that I was picking up around them with this card of Aradia. I think that you may be concerned that, and rightly so, as it turns out, that this person won't be receptive if you come forward. That they will be standoffish, that they won't accept an offer that you want to make towards them. There's been a lot of withdrawal here emotionally. I feel that this person has taken, because they've been hurt, I feel that they've taken their emotions and kind of hidden them behind this wall. And it seems like an impenetrable wall, but I don't feel that it ultimately is. I feel like you can get through this, but it's going to take some time, and it's going to take trust as well. This person has to learn to trust again, because I do feel that they've been through a difficult time where they feel unjustly criticized, hurt. They've had to defend themselves against people who have, for some it's taking advantage, for others it is actually a toxic relationship. So it's left them in this place where emotionally they feel a bit dead. They feel like they don't want to start over. They don't want to start something new, or even go back to something from the past, if this is someone that you've known for a while but been at a distance from here, Aquarius. Now, how are you viewing them? Yeah, we have the Emperor. So I get that as you, Aquarius. I feel like you want to reach out. There's this protective energy around you. You are someone who is, whether you're male or female, I do get a very strong energy around you of wanting to protect this person in some way from hurt, from harm. Now, the truth is, I don't feel that I don't get weakness around them. I actually get quite the opposite. They have gained a lot of strength. They have learned a lot. Through going through a trial, I feel like they're really making progress. They're maturing. They're growing up. They've learned a lot. They've learned a lot of coping skills. The problem is, though, that it's made them quite, well, so strong that they can be a little bit intimidating, I feel. But you're strong too, Aquarius, so you can be this person's emperor or empress. It's just a matter of wearing down this guard, this defense. Now, when it comes to them and how they're viewing you, we have the Two of Cups, so yes, there's love here. I feel like there's a very strong, deep soulmate connection between you two. I do feel that they want to be with you with this Nine of Cups. It's just that they've been hurt. And so they're wary. But with good reason, I feel. And they don't want to be controlled. They don't want to be oppressed. They don't want to have any more struggle in their life. They're looking for something that is equal. They're looking for something that is more peaceful. At this point, I don't feel them accepting anything less than what they feel they deserve. And that's a good way for them to be. This is not someone who's just going to be going with anyone here. This is someone who has been around the block and they've learned. They've learned what they don't want. And they're going to be resistant to anyone who comes in with any kind of nonsense, anyone narcissistic, anyone who's controlling, anyone who has a bad temper. If they pick up on anything like that, this person will just leave. Let's take a look and see what your doubts and fears are. We've got the High Priestess. Intuitively, I feel that you're feeling this gut feeling, that this feeling of fragmentation, of being apart, of being separate. You feel that this going towards this person will bring about I get a return to being you, a return to being whole again after being separate or separated. But you're also fearing that your instincts are wrong. But I feel that for you, you have to go with your gut here, what your instincts are saying to you with this Priestess card. There is information being given to you if you are open to receiving it. That's what this illumination is. Clarity is there, but you have to really quiet your mind and listen. Don't be caught up in outside distractions, what other people think. It's very much listening and listening intently to what your gut is saying. What decision you make, what will bring you peace? What gives you that feeling of happiness, of contentment when making a decision? A warmth, any kind of agitation or feelings of uncertainty, confusion. I feel that is starting to leave you. But you have to be willing to listen to that inner compass, that inner voice there that's trying to give you the information that you need in order to make a decision that is right for you. So Aquarius, let's look at the doubts and fears for the other person. They've got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So for them, I do feel that they've worked hard on maintaining or building a stability around them, emotionally, materially, and they are fearful of losing that. They definitely don't want to lose what they've built up, what they've struggled hard to achieve. I'm mainly picking it up as money, fearful of losing some money. It could be It could be an essence around this person here, Aquarius, of someone who has been so closed off, not wanting to give to others in any way, whether it's through money or whether it's sharing what they have, sharing emotion. Again, I feel like this is this tough outer layer that this person has built up, and it's a very strong defense mechanism to avoid them being hurt again. Now for you, the challenge, we have the Magician card. So for you, what I'm getting is that you're struggling with confidence, doubting yourself, doubting your own abilities to manifest what you want. You have this idea now. You're no longer confused. You've got this idea that you want to work on. You want to move towards, but you're uncertain how to do it. You're uncertain if you have what it takes to get there. Your challenge is to overcome those fears, those doubts, and take action with that Knight of Wands there. The challenge for the other person is the Temperance card in the reverse. So looking at things from a more balanced perspective, not thinking of it in extremes. Like, this is someone who tends to think of relationships as, I'm getting this message here from Spirit, where they feel like that somebody is going to control them. Someone's going to create havoc in their life, drama. And they're really just trying to maintain things on a very even keel, and they don't want to upset that balance in their life. But they're thinking of it in terms of who they've been with in the past, and that's the problem. Their ideas about relationships are coloured by past experience, and it's been very negative experience, and so they tend to think of relationships as creating drama or chaos in their life, and it's something that they definitely don't want. Now, the outcome for you, we have the Ace of Cups. The thing is, when it comes to fragmentation, not feeling whole, just staying in with the status quo even though you're not happy, what I get around this is that there is an opportunity, Aquarius, if you want to reach out and take it, if you want to act upon it, but this ace won't be around forever. So I do feel that for you, you have to make a choice here, to make a decision. But the problem that I see around you is the fact that you are not feeling quite up to the task, not feeling up to the challenge. Now, the other person has the Queen of Cups. So for them, they're sitting in a good place when it comes to their emotions. And even when I see this with the card of Aradia, the Queen of Witches here, it's very much this feeling of strength. I get that this is someone who is highly empathic. They are very much in control of their own emotional well-being. So they're looking out for themselves, but they're also looking out for others as well. So they may be in an occupation here where they assist other people. And I do feel that this is someone that has worked on themselves to the point where they are definitely not... I feel like this person is someone who is mature, who is whole. There's no fragmentation around this person. There may have been in the past, but I do feel with this Seven of Pentacles that they've worked on themselves to the point where they've gotten themselves past that. They are a whole person. They are someone who has matured enough to have a relationship that is strong. And I feel the only thing that is blocking this is that person's past negative relationships, and you not feeling like you can break down a barrier around this person. But I do feel that the energy around you is one of having this epiphany, of knowing you have to do something, that you can't keep things as they are. It's just a question of how to go about this. So we'll look for this in part 2. I hope that you join me there. It'll be about another 30 to 40 minute reading, so I hope that if this is resonating, you join me there. The link is below in the descriptions box, and that will be on the Vimeo channel. I'll be pulling out a lot of clarifiers, and we'll have a look also at some oracles to see where this goes in the future. If I don't see you in part 2, Aquarius, I wish you all the very best. If you'd like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. I thank you very much for watching. Please have a happy and safe Halloween, and I will speak to you again soon. I'll see you in part 2. Bye, Aquarius.